Hi guys, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Millie, and if you're my new subscriber, hey, thank you for coming. Yes guys, today's video is about the top five things I love about Denmark. I come from Uganda. I was born in Uganda and I came to Denmark in 1996, and I've been living here for over 20 something years, and I have two children here. So five things that I really love about Denmark. These are the other things I do like about Denmark, but these are some of the five things I love. Number one is the safety. I really love the safety about Denmark. I never ever feel unsafe everywhere I am, everywhere I go. It's very safe here. Of course, crimes happen here in Denmark, so I have to look there. Crimes do happen in Denmark, but not as much as in my country. For example, I'm a nurse, and sometimes I work until like half past 11 in the night, and then I go and change my clothes. So before I get out in the parking place, it's like midnight. So sometimes, of course, I'm scared because of the experience I've had back home, Uganda. But no, it's very safe here. Of course, we have sometimes also like thieves breaking into the house, but compared to where I come from, it's really safe here. And I don't think people are very trusting here. Like, you could leave your bicycle outside by your door and nobody will come and take it. Of course, it happens like in the city. Sometimes bicycles get stolen, but that's in the middle of the city. Like, for example, also like the places in the summertime, people have their gardens of flower gardens, and they just build a small they put maybe a small box in front of the garden, and then they write like maybe 5 krona, 10 krona for the flowers. Nobody's sitting there. You just come and you pick the flowers and then you go and pay. So people are trusting that you can do that. Or maybe maize, they can say you can take how many maize, and then you can just put the money in the pot, in the box, and then you go. So people are really trusting here compared to where I come from. Another thing I like about Denmark is about the education. Education is free. Everybody has the right to go to school. So all children can go to school. Compared to Uganda, some kids, they cannot go to school for some reasons, you know. It is free to go to school unless your parents want to take you to a private school. You can get a free education here. And when you're past 18, you get some kind of help. It's in Danish, it's called SO. It's some kind of public help where you get some amount of money every month, compared depending on where you live. If you're living by yourself, or if you're living with your parents, of course they will find out how much your parents earn, but you get that kind of help, so you can buy maybe books, or you can pay for a room while you're staying. So it's really, and I think it's not in so many, even not all Nordic countries do have. I don't know if Sweden has that, but Denmark, they do have that. So you can work on the side, but then you're still getting a little bit of money. And also the education here is not about like, it's not like a competition like in my country where I come from. At least when I was still studying in Uganda, it was, sometimes after we had some exams, they put the grades up on the wall, and then you could see who had the best grades and who had the lowest grades. It was so embarrassing. Actually, sometimes we used to be even caned. Like, if you are one of the ones who got the lowest grades, you really get caned a lot. And even those ones who got maybe 90%, they'll get caned. Here it's about teamwork. You help each other. We work a lot in teamwork. Everything is actually group work. I had to get used to that. Like, I cannot sit with my own project by myself. It's teamwork all the time. So that's a really good thing. Even in kindergarten, it's all, you work together. They teach the kids how to work together. It's teamwork. Like they say, if you go in, if you what is the saying? If you go alone, you can get far away, but if you go with other people, you get far. I can't remember the saying, you guys, but it's always good to work with other people. Yes, another thing is the bureaucracy here in Denmark. I don't know if that's what I should be using, but like, things here, they go quickly. You know, if you make an application for something, it goes quickly. You know, like in Uganda, oh my goodness, you make an application for something, you could wait like for months, and sometimes you have to pay money under the table. So much corruption, you know, like it's so difficult for me when I go back in Uganda and I want to do something. Oh my goodness, I feel like I cannot do this. Like it takes so time. Everybody wants some money here. Everything takes long time. I remember last summer we were going on holiday, and at the last moment we just realized our passport they had expired. And when we went to the place where they renew the passport, the lady was like, oh, now I can, here we can just give you a stamp, and then you can go on holiday, and then when you come back you can get your passports. If it was in Uganda, forget about that holiday, that would have been it. So a lot of things, like you have to just apply everything. It goes so quickly, and all these long lines waiting and all that. So if you want to apply for education, boom, it just goes so quickly. So I really love about that. And people also coming on time. Like if you have an appointment with people here in Denmark, they come on time. But you guys, you know about the African time in Uganda, like you have an appointment, people are going to come an hour, 3 hours later. So I really love that about Denmark. I don't know on what number we are, number 3 or 4. The other thing I like is like we also get paid holidays. I mean, the money is taken from our salary, but the whole thing of knowing that you have three weeks paid of salary, like every summer you can go on holiday and relax and not to worry about that you have your paid holidays. So that shows that they really focus on this family life, that is so important for people to spend time with their children, and men who are working, they get the time off to spend with their family. So you get 3 weeks paid. I think it's 3 weeks or 6 weeks, I can't remember, but I know you have 3 weeks at least in the summertime holidays that you can take off. So I really love that. I really like that. Another thing I really love about Denmark is the social status. Like it's like in Uganda, it's like you see you notice the difference between the rich and the poor so much. Here in Denmark, no, it's like if you go to work, you know, you may even not know who your manager is. You may not know who the director is, because he might come wearing like jeans, very casual. People are so casual, you know, like the ministers, they ride bicycles, you know. So you will see somebody riding a bicycle. If you didn't know it was a minister, you'll never know. Or you see somebody walking around in the ugly shoes and all that, you will never know if they are rich. So this whole thing of there's not so much of this, like people are so casual, you know. There's not so much thing of showing up like in Uganda. Like you have to see like the rich people. You will notice these people have money because of the cars they are driving, you know, the way they are dressed and all that, which is okay. But I think it's so nice, like that. I think everybody kind of feels welcome, you know. Like in the beginning, I think a lot of us Africans, when we are here, in the beginning we kind of dress up, you know, like to impress, and then you come in a room. It could even be like a party. You come in a room that you're like, oh my goodness, you're like all so overdressed because everybody's like so casual, you know. I mean, like here, like some ministers, even they live in plain normal houses, or they drive plain normal cars, you know. Whereas in Uganda, like the ministers, or they are driving like the most expensive cars and all that, and we all know like the corruption in Uganda is so big. So the money is not supposed to go to poor people, goes to these people who are in the government. Sorry. Yes, corruption here in Denmark is there, but it's so little. It's like the corruption here you find like in the government is like somebody maybe bought a house for just 2 million and then they renovated it, something like that, and then they sold it for more money. Small things like that. So I really like that about Denmark. Like everybody, I think also there is something called jantelov. I don't know even how to translate that to Danish. They don't think you're better than anybody else. So it seems like you always have to be very equal, you know. And I think that's a good thing, because I think in Uganda, like people, that difference, that big difference, that is so, you can see it, like these people are rich and these are poor. I think that's also what pushes people into like so many criminal activities, you know, because oh, I want to be like that person, I want to be like that person. Yes, rich people here are here, poor people are here in Denmark, and middle class, but the difference is not as big as like in Denmark. So even I think in school, the reason they don't do these things of putting up the grades, so you're not going to think you're better than everybody else. We have to help each other. We have to lift each other. I think another thing I want to talk about is the I think, what is it called? It's like the social help. Like if you get sick, you get some social help. If you lose your job, you get social help. If you're married and maybe your husband or boyfriend leaves you and you're alone, you will get social help. You'll get help for your children. And I think that's the thing I really like about Denmark, that people who are homeless, they are homeless because it's a choice to be homeless, because most of them, they do get help, but I think these people are so used to staying outside, so they prefer that. So yes, there are poor people in Denmark, but no, everybody gets help. For example, right now it's almost Christmas, and there's something called like Christmas help, where people who can't afford, they can go out and apply, and then they can get some help. So I really love that also about Denmark. Guys, that was it. Thank you very much for watching. Like, subscribe, and see you in another video. Bye.